Hi everybody, it's Jenny. I started a video and then I kept getting all confused with numbers and what I was saying. So I'm starting over again because I don't want to waste your time. Hopefully I'll be more efficient this time. All right, here we go. I have not been on YouTube for 2 days, so I have 2 days to report to you. First, let me correct. The last time I was here was day 7 on the diet, and I think I said I lost like 8 point something pounds, but I didn't. I had lost 6.8 pounds at that point. So I went back and I was redoing my chart and I was adding some more information on like how many days we are on the diet. I didn't have that in there. And as I was doing all this, I'm like, some of this just doesn't jive. Some of these numbers just don't seem to make sense. And I went through and I saw that I had made a math mistake for doing it in my head and not a calculator. The numbers are so small you think that I'll just do it in my head, but sometimes, decimals. Anyway, it's been a long time since I've been in a math class. And I was a strong honors math student. The shame of it, what happens as you get older. Okay, so on day 7, I had really lost 6.8 pounds. But let's talk about this for a second. I lost 6.8 pounds on day 7. Now, I had in that weight loss were really 3 days of not dieting. 3 out of the 7. I'm going to sneeze, hold on. I didn't want that to be really loud in the microphone. My goodness, I apologize. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Sometimes this mic can be hot. If I put it too low, it's too quiet. It's a very sensitive microphone. Okay. All right, so we're talking about 7 days. 3 of those 7 days, I did not diet. That's really 4 days of dieting because day 1 was a load day. Day 2 was a load day. Day 3, I had 3 pieces of pizza. Essentially, a mini load day. And then I really started being good and doing it the way I was supposed to be doing it. So I am happy with 6.8 pounds in 1 week. Okay, so that brings us up to day 8 on the diet. Day 8, I get on the diet and I lost 1.3 pounds. I'm very excited because the 2 days before that I had lost 0.2 and 0.3. Still great numbers. If anyone would tell me you're going to go on a diet and every 2 days you lose another half a pound, I'd be like, okay, sign me up. Quarter pound every single day, I'll do it. And those are not good numbers on this diet. So that's why we do it, right? Because we want to see good numbers. So here we go. We're back up. I had lost 1.3 yesterday. And what I had to eat, I realized was significantly less in calories because I had noticed in my freezer, I had run out of the chicken that I had been eating, that I had left over from this retreat, that I was reheating, and all that. I'm like, what am I going to have? And then I have a whole bunch of frozen natural chicken breasts in my freezer downstairs when they were last on sale. And I'm like, oh, I need to bring those up and cook them up and get them ready, prepare them with a salsa or something like that so that I have it ready to go. But it takes a while to defrost it. I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm like, oh, I still have 2 more of these salmon patties left. Now, salmon's not on the diet, but these are salmon patties made by Trident, and they have them in the grocery stores. I get mine at Costco, so it's probably a little larger pack than other people have. And they're a good size, like hamburger size patty, about this thick, about this big around, and you can see it's speckled with a whole bunch of stuff. It's not like solid pink, like you're having a patty of just salmon meat. I don't know what other fishes they actually blend in it and spices and all that, but I will tell you, they're really good. And I want to say, I should have gone before this video and looked. I don't know if it's still in the trash can, the leftover bag, but I want to say they're about, my guess was going to be 280 pounds. That would be my guess, that they're pounds. About 280 calories. Let's see if I can Google it really quick. Trident salmon burger. Alright, let me click on the thing and see if they have the nutritional panel. They do. Oh my goodness. It's so tiny. Let me see if I screenshot it like this, if I can see it. Oh, that didn't work at all. My screenshot ended up being this big. Oh, I see that. Oh, Well, I can see the calories anyway. I just can't see the fat, all the little numbers. The total carbohydrates, I can't. Oh my goodness, how terrible. What a horrible sight. Let me see if I can find it. Here they show them in a box. Now, I've never had them in a box, but oh, here it says they're 120 calories. So I don't know if the box is different than the bag. I get the long bag and they're just stacked up inside of a like tube that looks like this. Um, Let me put salmon burger nutritional panel. Okay. All right. Well, it says, here we go, 170 calories. I was thinking it was like 280 calories. No wonder I lost 1.3 pounds. Okay. 170 calories, 9 grams of fat. Now that's not great on this diet. It really isn't to have 9 grams of fat. It only has 2 carbohydrates inside of it, but it does have 20 grams of protein in there. And I'm trying to see if I can find any other. Okay, the first ingredient is salmon, and then there is some soybean oil, water, and after that it's just seasoning. So it's really pretty much salmon with some oil holding it together. And then you've got some ground onion, some salt, garlic powder, mustard flour, not ideal. That's where your 0.2 grams of carbs are going to come from these seasonings. White pepper, beet juice for color, rosemary extract, a mesquite smoke flavor, and lemon juice from concentrate. Okay. All right. Why am I spending all this time talking about it? Only because I really, really, really love them. Diet or not, I really love them. And Trident makes another fish patty like that I've had before, and I cannot think of what it is. It's not cod, but it's more of a white fish, but I haven't seen it in a long time, so I've forgotten what it is. But they do a really good job of mixing all these seasonings together and making it taste amazing. So what I did is I took a frozen one and defrosted it, and you do have to cook it. So I cooked it in a pan on both sides and then just took my spatula and chopped it all up until it was so fine that it was almost not even pieces. And I had a bowl, I not kid you, this big, full of lettuce with some no sugar salad dressing on it, and then I put it on top. So I did not eat as much as I should have. I wonder how many ounces. 4 ounces. I could have had 2 of these. I've had 2 of them before in a big bowl and just felt like I was overindulgent. Like, oh, this is more than I really need to be having. So I didn't want to do it. And the good part about not doing it is that I was able to have a salmon burger again yesterday. Now, I will say, yesterday I wasn't like hungry. My stomach wasn't growling or anything, but I was finding myself later in the evening thinking, oh, it sure would be nice to eat. This could have been situational. I did realize at one point when I thought maybe I'll get a little something, and I'm like, I haven't taken my third set of drops today. So I took the drops, and that helped significantly. Then I thought I wanted a little bit more, but it was simply because I'm smelling I'm like, what is smelling so good in this house? And my husband had come back. He goes fencing with my son. My son's home from college. They went fencing, and my husband went to Costco afterwards because it's nearby, and he had picked up a box of pre-cooked grilled chicken patties. And let me tell you, they smelled good. So I went in the freezer and I looked at it and I said, I can have these. And my husband's like, those are for Zachary, my son, joking with me because I'm always like, this chicken's for mom. This salad dressing is for mom. Don't eat these things. You can only eat a handful of things, you don't want anyone to touch them unless we're going to buy twice as much of them and then people eat them. This is my stuff. But I will try one of those grilled chicken breasts when I need something different or I've run out of things to eat. that being said, I found another bowl of that frozen chicken stuff about this big. So this is going to last me a few weeks. And so I think that's what I'm going to be doing because I just love the taste of it so much. And that's really what you have to do on this diet. Find what you love and that you feel like has not been a sacrifice, in my opinion. Or you can stick strict to the protocol. Um, but this chicken does have a very light coating of breading on it, and that's not okay. Didn't seem to be affecting my numbers, but it may down the road, and I may have to like part ways with it and go with just a grilled chicken breast. All right, so today the scale said minus zero point 0.4. Okay, I'll take that. It was the exact same meal. That weight is reflective of the exact same meal from the day before. It has been 3 days since I've had a bowel movement. So I'm also happy about the fact that the numbers are, since my last bowel movement, minus zero point 0.2, minus 1.3, minus zero point 0.4, because I'm not excreting. All right. And that brings us to our topic, which is magnesium. I've already talked way too much. I'm so sorry. I will try to not make this go on and on and on. But in all the research I told you, I've been trying to like gather more information again, and magnesium is something that came up in things that I was reading, as well as on this video from the doctor. Oh, this isn't the doctor. This is Janine Talty. She has people on the HCG diet, and when she does it, she prescribes a medication for them to take, which is an appetite suppressant to just help them not think about food. I don't find the need for it on the diet, but I find that interesting nevertheless. But she also has them take, she first said magnesium citrate and then said magnesium complex. So I think it's the magnesium citrate that she wants them to get into their system, but she prescribes magnesium complex. Now, what is the difference between magnesium citrate and magnesium complex? I started doing a little bit of research into this because I just thought, well, what do I need to buy? And I realized that magnesium comes in 4 different forms. There's magnesium citrate, there's magnesium, oh shoot, I don't remember them. Gluconate, and you know what, I take that back. She said magnesium citrate. I know she does because I have it here in my notes. But she also threw in the word complex. So maybe citrate goes with the word complex. Okay, here's me not having any medical background whatsoever, but just trying to figure it out on my own. All right, the 4 kinds of, because I'm looking at every bottle. I'm in Myers Pharmacy, reading everything. I end up buying nothing because they had no magnesium complex. I know a complex is going to be a combination of these magnesiums. So we have magnesium carbonate, magnesium chloride, magnesium gluconate, I think it's pronounced. I don't remember, something close to that. And then there's a magnesium oxide. So it's like, what do we do? And then she says she puts her people on magnesium citrate complex. Complex is a word that I was really looking for, knowing it's a combination of them. Myers didn't carry any magnesium complex. I might have to order it online, but I think I'm going to do it. She has everyone take a small amount, and when I did some research, I'm doing this from memory now, I don't have any of these numbers in front of me, but I do believe that it was just 300 milligrams a day. And you can buy it, if I remember correctly, again, if my brain serves me right, you can buy it in 300 and 500 milligram components. So I thought, okay, then I'll just get the 300 milligram to make sure I'm safe. What does it really do? Because I just wanted to kind of research it in general. Like, does everybody use this to help regulate their bowel movements? I don't know. So the one site that I found online at healthline.com says the benefits of magnesium supplements are everything is may. So I don't know how much they help with each one of these things, but they may help reduce your blood pressure. They may improve your sleep. They may improve your mood. They may benefit blood sugar management. They may reduce heart risk, and they may improve migraines. So I'm like, if any of those happen for me, I think I'm pretty happy. So I'm like, okay, I'll take any or all of the above. And then I went to WebMD, and WebMD says magnesium is required for the proper growth and maintenance of bones. Magnesium is also required for the proper function of nerves, muscles, and many other parts of the body. In the stomach, magnesium helps neutralize stomach acid and move stools through the intestine. Okay. Which I had seen other places where it was like magnesium is good for your bone health. I saw a lot of bone health information on there. Bones and muscles. And I'm like, what does exactly that mean? I don't know the details of it all and how it's helpful, but I'm guessing as long as you don't take too much of it, it, you know, it can't hurt, right? Or can it? Um, on back to Healthline again, they say it is involved in hundreds of biochemical reactions in your body. Magnesium is found throughout your body. In fact, every cell in your body contains this mineral and needs it to function. About 60% of the magnesium in your body occurs in bone, while the rest is in your muscles, your soft tissues, fluids, and blood. All right. One of its main roles is to act as a cofactor or helper molecule in the biomedical reactions continuously that are performed by your enzymes. It's involved in more than 600 reactions in your body, including energy creation, protein formation, gene maintenance, muscle movements, and nervous system regulation. Okay. Nonetheless, it says at the very end of this article, studies suggest that approximately 50% of U.S. adults get less than the recommended amount of magnesium. All right. Um, if I click on this, I wonder if it tells you how much you should have. Oh, this is just real complicated. Okay, I'm not going to get into all that for you. Just giving you, this is just a brief overview of what magnesium is and how it can help you. Then I did a little bit of research on can you do magnesium overdose? Because anytime I'm putting something else into my body, I mean, a lot of vitamins, I know your body flushes back out, but not all of them do. So that's where I was getting concerned. And it did say in almost every article, occasionally, it says rarely a very high dose of supplemental medications, of a supplemental magnesium can cause an overdose. It says typically you would be taking 5,000 milligrams of magnesium a day for this to happen. And of course, here I am talking about just taking 300 milligrams. So we're safe on the whole overdose thing. It also said that occasionally a high dose of magnesium from supplements or medications can cause mild symptoms of overdose, including diarrhea, nausea, and stomach cramps, which kind of all makes sense if one of the reasons that we're taking it, or actually the reason we're taking it on this diet, although I think all the other benefits really kind of go hand in hand, is to keep your stools moving and have a daily stool removal. Now, she highly recommended it because in the video, going back to the Dr. Talty, because you just psychologically want to keep also seeing that on the scale. There's nothing wrong biologically if you skip a couple days of a bowel movement, or even a week. I've had over a week when I've been on this diet without taking something to help me get things going. But then you really have skewed numbers on your scale, you know. So, and as she said, she goes, you may just see almost no weight loss, but then all of a sudden you see that you lost 2.9 pounds the day after you have a bowel movement. So try to avoid that. Magnesium. What I was doing before was taking a very mild laxative or drinking the smooth tea, which I don't know if it helped or not, the smooth tea, but it tasted delicious. Smooth tea tastes good. But I am going to this week get myself some magnesium complex and see if, by looking at it and looking at the benefits of it, I'm thinking it's not going to hurt me. I'm obviously not getting a whole lot of it in my system because I'm not even taking a lot of food. I have a multivitamin, but other than that, my magnesium levels aren't low, I know, because I've had a full blood panel done less than a year ago, and she never mentioned anything about magnesium. So they're not high either. She would have mentioned that as well. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. This video went too long. I apologize. All right, I'm going to let you go. See if I can click out of here. Good luck to you in your dieting. I hope this little tidbit of information is helpful to you. Keep going. Don't stop. And I'll see you in another day or two. Take care. Bye bye.